Divinity Original Sin 2 Electric Boogaloo is what we're fucking dealing with here. Look at these goddamn gift bags. All this delicious goodness. That I've played through, of course, I've played through all of this. No, of course we're gonna do single player. We're gonna do story mode. Because, let me tell you, even in story mode, this game is a fucking challenge. Like, Divinity Original Sin 2 is not an easy game. It is not Dark Souls or Bloodborne levels of difficult, but it's not fucking around with its combat. Even on baby mode, you got to be on your fucking toes. So now normally I would make a character, because that's I mean, that's just one of the best things about any game, is like creating your own avatar. But for this run, we're gonna play as one of these fuckers that's on screen right now, because they have their own well, let's just go through them. We'll listen to their origin stories.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
So that's the Red Prince. Is Sybil, or Sabil, sorry.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Okay. Ifan Ben Medst.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
Cool. Beast.
Oh. I was just thinking about someone I used to know. My cousin. The Queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island, and made short work of my allies, too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship, and began a new life for myself, out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again, and there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
Okay. And, man. Losse? Let's go with that.
All my life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and... worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
And I believe, yeah, Fane is last.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world. Trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
Okay, so, and then, you know, we could create our own, but what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna go with an origin character. But which one? I don't think, because I've done some before. So I've done the Red Prince, Ethan Ben Medst, and say, and I think Fane. So we got Beast, Sabile. Yeah, Beast and Sabile. We're gonna go with Sabile. I'm pretty partial to playing as female characters anyway. So... No. Okay. Look at that armor. I don't think you can actually get that armor though. Conjurer, Cleric, Battle Mage, Wizard, Witch. Enchanter. No, stop it. Enchanter looks like a lot of... Yeah, because I wanted to look like a character. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, okay. I forgot you can. Yeah, you can get close up. Oh, that's dope. Well, I'm kind of partial to that one, actually. Whoa. Okay. Um... Actually, I'm pretty... Yeah, let's start her off with some Necromancer, Arathurge. Yeah. So, like lightning. Necromancer. Lore Master. Let's go with Persuasion. Skills. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Mosquito Swarm. And Bloodsucker. Okay. Nah, we'll go ahead and keep those. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
We're going to activate a bunch of extra goodies once the game gives us control.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
What a dismal way to wake, in the belly of the beast. Let's see if I can grope my way out.
Okay. Yes. Nope. Even that one off. Combat randomizer. I think it sucks the trophies are disabled for it. For using this stuff. Because it doesn't necessarily make the game easier, it just gives you more options. For funsies. From what I understand. Poopy. I'm back. Sorry. I had to take my meds. Let's see. Okay.
Ugh, bones are so boring. Without flesh, there's no memories to be had. It won't come off. Someone will burn for this.
No.
An animal pen. How utterly charming.
Shaking her fluffy coat,
Fresh meat. Nice. That may be so. But look at the flies.
with two shakes of her stumpy tail, the
Junk. Into the dark with you!
I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Empty.
Okay.
It seems as though there's a pattern of blood flow. That can't be natural.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like the collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
There you are. Not too tight. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have...
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particular...
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Totally.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it. We'll find out who did.
She looks up at you with a mirth.
I was on duty in your room. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. I thought as much. Listen, you bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks.
Be good, you scallywags. Oh, there you are. Wife, would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. Oh, they're not so bad. At least, not when they're treating me, madam.
The children break out into giggles.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children.
Yeah, okay,
She turns to you.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? Guess you aren't a creative type, are you, Chief? I say there. Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utter thanks, but I already. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud as quickly as they came.
Good luck, Chief.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest. You're kind of...
A scruffy man lands.
Watch your back.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen man...
We used to know each other.
Standing far, Ifan grins.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's... No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. Long story. Met the joy. I've heard a lot. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Easy now.
What are you conspiring about?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got...
Name!
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then...
Away with you!
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's...
The lizard looks you up and down. Like a farm, all of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall hold my head steady.
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? Oh, goodness. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short... Yes, well, I'll count that as a no, shall I? On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is just as I thought. So, 3 as per your own testimony, that won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you. I'll have you know that threatening one's master is punishable still. Hone your skills and...
You think me mad?
Mad?
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Meanwhile, the magic...
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough.
A broad dwarf sits. He raises an eye.
Listen up, kiddo.
You hear that? The ship, of course.
A wave of sound.
And? Sick as a leopard. But there's more. Listen. There now. Just like squeeze. Aha.
His eyes snap open.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news. It's the fur in my beard. That means if we've been traveling for... Yeah. Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate. Even here. Captain, actually.
The dwarf leans back.
That'll be all. Thank ye kindly, kiddo.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with it.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's... He reaches out and...
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious.
I am not as brittle as all that, young lady. My fingers will... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. You have my apologies. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They lay... Ah, yes. My name is Fane. It is pleasurable to meet you. Is there? Certainly not in your book. It is simultaneous. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Most unusual. And if it's not too rude to suggest... No. This text... Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where... Of course you don't have any useful... Now please, run along.
No amount of pestering...
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I
Here's the register, ma'am. You faring okay so far?
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner.
Trust me. You head on in now.
Well, there has been a murder.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous...
So you admit it?
Yes, I did.
She turns her head.
There are others who...
Good. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and...
No.
She reaches for her collar.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly!
She smiles with wicked...
Precisely.
Well, I get knocked down, but I'll get up again.
What's happened?
The lizard's eyes close.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She doesn't stir. As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely... Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She reaches a hand toward you. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You The Magister lies on the floor.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way. The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces. The dog notices. It sneezes suddenly.
Can't smell. Please, make it stop.
The dog whines.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull! wreck, and quick. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Gods! By divine...
He eyes the collar, sir.
Another sorcerer! Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerers. Go on then. Find a place to hide.
Alexander, the boy bishop that would rule the world. Oh, the folly of youth.
What? What? You need to find a hiding...
You pass through the door, and the skeleton is quickly...
No. It catches fire.
The skeleton looks up.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton grows.
Yes. No wonder you ridiculous creatures keep please. I had a mask that was still. She'll drown with the rest of these fools. And I will simply... Indeed. I would say good day.
The skeleton shrugs. The marking on the door was painted. You press your palm against the door to open it. It doesn't budge. The door groans.
Something's breaking through. What in the hells are those things?
Yeah, this is going to take a while. It would be a lot easier and a lot quicker if I had some kind of like fire spell. Oh, what? Oh, here we go. Hey. There we go. Oh, shit. Well, I was hoping I could actually just set it on fire. But this is doing some good.
I'm not one to let sleeping dogs lie.
Is there anything in there?
Empty.
No key? No problem. And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up. Blocked. I'll need to find another way.
trap, kid.
The dwarf yanks it.
Said there were others.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time to get the hell out of here.
There's a ladder right over.
You're gonna be the death. That's what you've been
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a Wait. Voidwoken!
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch. I'll yield to none.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
They who are about to triumph.
I've faced worse.
I'm ready.
Dead than alive. Let's head above decks for some air.
It's not, Harry. This old tub is about to burst.
I hear something. It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar. Sounds like she
tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleed. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist, and blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around the bandage. It's working. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly.
It's ripping the ship apart. Sit.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable
Ged?
Highness,
Is
we
that
lost
you?
a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped
Dear
and broke their
Ged.
collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Oriven, the High Judge. Pretty good so far, right?
I've danced with death before, but that was a particularly intimate dance. I suppose I'm the lone survivor. How jolly.
Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Sure. Go with that.